So maybe you're new to flash photography. You've bought your flash or you're looking to buy one and you don't know where to start. Here's what you need to know about flash in under 3 minutes. There's two main ways to use your flash, on camera and off camera. On camera, the flash is on your camera hot shoe and the camera triggers the flash. Off camera, the camera is connected to a trigger which triggers your flash. The two talk to each other either through infrared, which requires line of sight, or radio transmission. Now, on camera is great if you're moving around a lot and shooting by yourself. You can either point the flash directly at the subject, which is called direct flash, or you can bounce your flash off of reflective surfaces like a white wall, a light-colored ceiling, a bed sheet, or even a piece of white paper. Direct flash results in a very harsh, flat light look. I personally don't prefer it. It's usually quite unflattering for portraits. Bounce flash, however, is great because light bounces back softer and is essentially an off-camera direction. Now, some things you have to keep in mind with bounce flash. Number 1, the angle that you're bouncing it at. Number 2, the height and the distance of the bounce surface from your camera and from your subject. Number 3, the corresponding power that's needed to adequately light your subject. And number 4, the color of the surface that you're bouncing it off of, because it will color the bounced light. As for how much power a flash needs, flash power can either be set automatically by your camera or manually by yourself. Automatically, the camera would do the metering for you, and the auto mode for flashes is called TTL, which stands for through the lens. TTL is when the camera sends a brief pulse of light from the flash just before the actual flash itself, and uses that first pulse of light to meter the flash power to achieve a more balanced exposure. Now, that might seem like the best mode to use, but you'd be surprised how easy it is for the camera flash to be fooled into sending too much or too little light. Now, in manual power flash, you would be the one to set the power of the flash directly. The power is set to the fractions of the full power of that flash. So 1/1 is full power, and 1/64 is 1/64th of the full power of that flash. Different flashes have different max powers. Some big strobes, for instance, can go up to 1200 watts per second and are powerful enough to even fill in full sunlight. Others are called speed lights and usually sit around 75 watts per second or lower. Now, I personally prefer manual power flash, so I know exactly how much power I'm always getting from the flash. But the downside with manual power flash is that you have to make sure that you keep the distance from the flash to the subject relatively the same. For most portraits, the best light is usually soft, directional light. So bouncing your flash or shooting into a diffuser like a softbox or a shoot-through umbrella will help. In general, when it comes to light, the closer the light is to your subject, the less power that you need, and the softer the light to your subject. So there you have it, all about your flash in less than 3 minutes. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a thumbs up and do subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.